that I think that Jazz got herself into something that, one, she didn't understand that she was getting herself into, and I think she would love to backpedal if she could.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. So Cam Newton discussed his feelings on marriage during a conversation with Dr. Bryant, a psychologist. The podcast episode went viral on social media. In doing so, he revealed he has 8 children with 3 different women, but isn't opposed to having more. He said a lot of people see my situation and think that I am not high functioning. Then explained that his desire to get married is lower than his fear of divorce, which is causing him to take his time. In response, Bryant disagreed, accusing him of actually being very selectively active. She argued, "You're not taking your time, you're being very action-based, you're not taking your time, you have 8 kids with 3 different women, you're creating, procreating, and multiplying. That's not taking your time, you're being very selectively active, you're proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears, but you will." Then said, "I say this with all respect and love, you will selfishly create broken families."
As long as I've been with Jazz, Jazz has not been the only person that I've had sex with. Jazz allows me to speak to her and we are able to have banter. And I hate that I embarrassed her because no woman ever wants to admit that openly.
But what? I'm sorry, I want to make sure.
That their person has not always been with them. Only. What has allowed us to begin to get closer in a relationship is that I don't feel that she judges my action. She holds me accountable to my action. And she asks me certain things that, how can I do certain things to better so that this won't be a normalcy for you moving forward? I've never had nobody to really understand how I think. So there's been times where, okay, cool, we're keeping it a buck. Me and Jazz locked in where it's like, are you okay? No, babe, I'm feeling weak. Okay, what does that mean? Now, folks gonna sit up here and say, oh, she's stupid for doing that. She's giving me something that this is my friend. This is my confidant. This is my person that I go to for recharge. This is my place of refuge. I'm going to her and I don't have to hide nothing from her. And when I see the longevity of our relationship, I know that it's working. It's not that I'm taking advantage of her. If anything, she's giving me something that...
Of people who are counselors and coaches and who are not. I use them.
Does this, with the Cam situation, is in there like a follow-up conversation with him? Or, like he wants to work through more stuff now off camera? Because I'm sure it triggered a lot for him as well too when those additional conversations had to happen.
Or did he block your number?
Or is he, you know what I mean? Like what happens after that? We see it on the internet and it goes crazy.
Yeah.
The baby mom's a girlfriend, all the fallout. There's been recent fallout too with him talking about her, Jazz, not being the only woman that he slept with in a relationship. And so there's things coming out now. Does he hit you up and say, hey, I want to do some more work, I want to have a conversation? Or he's like, nah?
He hasn't hit me up to say yes, but he's definitely not like, nah.
Okay.
But who I would love to have a conversation with, whether it's on camera or not just to more support her in whatever she's doing right now or feeling or going through, is Jazz.
Yeah.
I would love to have a conversation with Jazz, even if it's a private session. I think that she needs tools on how to be in this relationship if she's going to stay. And if she chooses to leave, she needs tools on how to also pivot that. And it's not about having a conversation with her or having a session with her to get her to change her mind. It's about getting her to feel supported and showing compassion and trying to figure out where she wants to navigate from here.
And see, that's the thing, because I don't know if you saw months ago, or this may have been before she was pregnant. I think I saw this. She's happy with or with everything that's going on, how she's okay with that. So if she understands and she is willing and she's like, okay, I'm all in, I'm abiding by every rule that you have, then what the hell are you going to talk to her about? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can, because even as a woman watching that, right, I didn't know who she was with yet until it came out. And then I was like, oh, damn. Oh, right. All right. So that's how you feel about him. And that's my man's and that's my girl. But I'm just like, damn, how strong, the strongest back that I've ever, I give my head off to her for dealing with that whole dynamic. But what can you say to her that'll change how happy she is?
I think it's helping her come to herself. And I think that Jazz got herself into something that, one, she didn't understand that she was getting herself into, and I think she would love to backpedal if she could. But where do you go from here? You have a child. A lot of women, especially black women, stay because they don't want to be a product of a broken house.
Yeah.
And they don't want to be a single mom. Who wants to be a statistic? Mm-hmm. Who wants to be that, right? And so for her, I understand why she would want to stay to make it work. But I also would understand why she wants to leave to do it right.
Yeah.
And it's not because he has kids. It's because this man is not honoring you.
Yeah.
He's disrespecting you. And he's not only doing it privately, he's doing it publicly. He's not even allowing it to be pillow talk. You know, so it's like, and that's what I mean by the epitome of a high valued man in the most low functionality you can have. Like, you have no respect at all for this woman who you not only have a child with, but you are in a relationship with. You're waiting for God to give you more kids. You have a woman at home. You're sleeping with other women publicly on your platform for this woman to feel how. All you're doing is self-projecting your brokenness and your pain on this woman and all of these 8 kids and these 3 other women. You are procreating broken houses. And let me go further. He also has a broken home with her, because a broken house and a broken home are 2 different things.
Explain.
So you have both. A broken house is just a single family home. It could be one mama, one daddy, or for people who have partners, it could be one partner in the house. That means just there's one person. A broken home is you got a 2-party household. The home is so impaired it can't even function at a level of healthiness. Cam has both.
I'm just talking shit.
Yo, what was Jazzy's response to Cam?
She was never responding to Cam. She was responding to
know
the
the man she
audience
got. She said,
and the criticism.
I know the man I got. That's what she pretty much said. I know.
She said, him and I talk about everything. The nerve of y'all thinking y'all could tell me something. She's like, oh boy, here come the just checking on you as a woman texts and DMs. Like, mind your business. I know the man I got. There's nothing y'all could tell me new about him. The end.
In relation to what though?
In relation to Cam being on his show, he was talking to Homeboy.
He was talking to Corey Holcomb, and they were talking about cheating, and he was making it clear that
Corey was trying to catch him up.
He caught him up. Well,
Yeah,
he caught him up if it could have affected his home, but
Well, he caught him up because he got him to say, yo, I've been in my long-term relationship, but
I've stepped out on it.
I've slept with other women. He did not say I stepped out. He said, I've slept with other women. That's what I was telling my girl when she brought it up. He didn't say nothing about he cheated. Nobody know the rules of their relationship.
They could have a clear understanding.
Yeah. He said, I've slept with other women. And then all of these women popped up in protest. It's like sometimes you got to just mind your fucking business. You don't know what nobody's arrangement is.
True.
You don't know the conversations that couples have had with each other. You don't know nothing about nothing.
That's true.
I'm glad she responded like that, though. I'm glad she did that.
Yeah, but the bitches was like, what choice did she have? Look at her trying to protect her. Look at her trying to save face.
Women give each other the worst advice.
The single ones.
Well, yeah.
What do you think about that? Like, honestly.
I definitely wasn't calling her to give her any advice.
Okay.
She seems happy in her situation.
Fuck that girl shit.
Has nothing to do with being a girl's girl. She's made it explicitly clear that she wants to be with him. Whatever arrangement they have works for her.
Mel,
you
can
like it,
anybody
I
call
fucking love
you
it.
and get you away from your $100 million nigga? Seriously.
I mean,
Or not even call you, just the audience fodder. Could somebody get you away from your $100 million nigga, like strangers on the internet, based off something they saw? Right?
no.
What if they told you where the shoebox was?
No, they couldn't. That would be my decision.
Yeah.
And what I chose to accept. So, and she's chosen to accept
The
him
same
and all his
thing
flaws.
that she chose to accept the stuff that is normally accepted in the $100 million bundle.
Yeah, so
Man, them chicks take that shit from
Financial
the broke nigga.
abuse.
It be the same nigga that cheat on her, all that other shit. She don't leave, so that's why I don't get why y'all all jumping in old girl comments.
No, the funny part is girls that be getting cheated on too, talking about her shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Fuck out of here.
See, the broke nigga just do it, find out you won't leave, and then be like, Yes, gotcha. The nigga with a couple dollars probably is, hey, he'd probably say it first. Listen, I'm gonna go fuck them 5, right? Yeah, but I'm coming back.
I'll be back.
I'm coming home now.
Here, go get yourself something nice.
Oh my Lord, I don't know where I'll be without financial abuse. You have to.
This nigga, yo.
They should have never told me that was a term.
I can tell.
Like Bloomfield somewhere.
She keep playing with me. I'm talking about, all right, what you want for Christmas? Here she go. Nothing.
She listened to that last pod.
Nothing. She wanted all for her birthday. She don't want nothing at Christmas. Christmas is just love.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Romantic.
I ask her the day after her birthday.